Retro with you on today. This is the day that the Lord has made, and I will rejoice and be glad because God is good. He's truly good, folks. He's good all the time, and all the time He is good. I hope that you are having a great day so far. I really do. I hope that you're having a great day so far. It's Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving, and the reality is, ladies and gentlemen, that there are a lot of people who, even though we are here in the holiday season, there are a lot of people who are, they really don't have a lot to be happy for, in their opinion, and there could be a lot of factual there could be facts there, okay? But just because, and you've heard me say this before, just because it's a fact doesn't mean that it's got to be your truth. In other words, I could have lost a loved one, and I do have some loved ones that come to mind that are not here. That were the life of the party. They were the ones who got it going. They were the ones who you just couldn't wait to see them come through the door. And we have lost a lot of them. And so it's a fact that the holiday season can be sad because of that fact. But the truth is, death doesn't happen to life, it happens in life. So, in other words, in this thing called life, we will lose loved ones. But when they pass on, life does not end. I mean, the reality is we have to continue to keep on keeping on. So, with that said and done, ladies and gentlemen, we have to many of times make a conscious effort to get up and do what needs to be done. I am experiencing some technical difficulties on this morning, but in spite of that, we are still going to be thankful because that's really, ladies and gentlemen, what it's all about. And so we just want to hop on today to say good morning to everybody. Happy Thanksgiving. Hopefully, you've got your bird already in the oven, or matter of fact, she should be coming out about now, depending on how soon you started your preparations. But what are some of the things, ladies and gentlemen, that you might be thankful for on today? The telephone number is at the bottom of the screen, 980 That's the number. And this here at the bottom as well by the telephone number is our QR code. Okay. Let's see if we can move that right there. And we'll do this here. We want it visible for you. But here's what we're going to do, folks. If you would take your phone and scan that, it will literally bring you straight up to the website or the browser. It will pull up in your browser, and you can come live on the Retro Philosophy Show on this morning and share with us one of the things or some of the things that you are grateful for, that you are thankful for, and that you are happy for. Now, I wanna talk for a moment because many of us, ladies and gentlemen, we are happy, but are we thankful? And then sometimes we're thankful, but are we happy? And so I think what happens is sometimes you could be thankful. I'm glad you did that. I do appreciate it. But I'm still missing Uncle Bubba. And so I'm thankful that you brought that sweet potato pie over, but I'm not happy. And I want you to know, I don't know Uncle Bubba, but I promise you, Uncle Bubba would have wanted you to be happy. I know Mama is not here, and Papa is not here, but Mama and Papa and all of them would want you to be happy on today. So what you can do is from the very thing that has you down in the dumps. You woke up this morning and said, "Oh God," the very thing that's got you down in the dumps. I want you to stretch beyond that and find a reason to get up and smile. I promise you, if you look, and you don't have to look very far, you don't have to look very long, and you don't have to look very hard. There are so many reasons for us not only to be thankful, but to be happy. I had a friend, brother James McCoy. Good morning, brother James McCoy. Brother McCoy would always say, "Where it's bad, it could be a whole lot worse." Yeah, yeah. Where it's bad, it could be a whole lot worse. And so we've got to understand that we can turn this thing around. Okay. Now, I'm gonna tell you, like I told my children growing up, my children, my chaps, my youngins growing up. Now, I would tell them, don't let a few bad moments ruin an entire 24 hours. Who am I talking to on this morning? So we want you to give us a call on this morning. Let us know some of the things that you might be thankful for. 980-222-4492. I figure we might have a chance to get some of you this morning because you're not, headed to work or headed into the office or whatever. I would hope you have the day off, and I would suspect that many of us are at home, and well, maybe your hands is full of stuffing or full of getting that ham glazed or whatever. Yeah, hopefully you'll reach out to us on this morning, or you can just put it in the comment section. What is it that you're happy about on this morning? I'm glad for the fundamental things, if you will, the general things, if you will. I shouldn't say general, but I'm glad to have a roof over my head. I'm glad for life, health, and strength. But I'm also glad for family. And as I talk about family, folks, because this is a big holiday as it pertains to family, right? Because Thanksgiving is it's thought to be shared with family. Okay. Good morning to Brother Rodney. Let's see here. Yeah, there we go. There we go. We got a little sound effects going on there. He says, "For the Lord's grace and mercy, and where would we be without His grace and His mercy? My goodness, it's scary to really think where I would be without God's grace and mercy. I was talking to some people just the other day about some things that I had went through as a young, not as a young child, as a young teenager, and had it not been for God's grace, that thing could have played out a completely different way. Happy Thanksgiving going out to my Candace, to my cousin Candace. Candace, my cousin. Good morning, Candace. God bless you. Thank you for pressing play and being a part of the Retro Philosophy Show on today. Hope all is well with you and the family there at the Smith residence. Amen. The Smith at Smith Manor, at the Smith Mansion. God is just so good, so good, so good. And so we're working through a few technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. But nevertheless, we are thankful to be in the land of the living and thankful that it did not turn out the way the enemy said it would. Come on, somebody. Just have to, just say, you know what, it is what it is. I go down here and help the wife with the last minute preparations for the Thanksgiving dinner. Let me see something here. Do 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 do. Yeah, this is our second go round, ladies and gentlemen, and let me see here. We'll see if we can turn this off. Uh, so, are you guys still able to hear me? I'm going to try and turn this off. Hopefully, that'll help my issue here. We'll see here in just a cotton pick.